Good morning, children. Today we are going to see our first unit, geometry. Our first topic ma difference between 2D and 3D shapes. From previous classes, 3rd standard, 4th standard onwards, we are learning what is 2D shapes and what is 3D shapes. 2D shapes having two dimensions. Those are, first one is length and the second dimension is breadth. So 2D shapes having two dimensions, those are length and breadth. Example for 2D shapes are circle, square, rectangle and triangle. For square, all the sides are equal. For rectangle, opposite sides are equal. And the triangle having different types of triangles we are have equivalent triangle and normal triangle. And circle doesn't have any sides and a corner. Now 3D shapes. 3D shapes have three dimensions. Those are, first one is length, second one is breadth, third one is height. So 3D shapes have the three dimensions, length, breadth and height. Example for 3D shapes: cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone and sphere. Now this is the basic of difference between 2D and 3D shapes. Next topic is symmetrical line. What is symmetrical line? The line which divides the figure. Figure means here shape. Shape. Whatever the shapes we are taken are called as a figure. So when we are taken any shape and the line dividing that figure into how many parts? Two equal parts. Two equal parts is called a symmetrical line. And the figure is called, which figure we are dividing into equally, that figure is called as a symmetrical figure. So நம்ம ஏதாவது ஒரு லைன் எடுத்துட்டு ஒரு ஷேப் ஏதாவது ஒன்று ஷேப் எடுக்கும் போது அந்த ஷேப் நீ நம்ம ஏதாவது ஒரு லைன் பேஸ் பண்ணி நடுவில் ஃபோல்டு பண்ணும்போது அந்த ஃபிகர் ని வந்து ரெண்டு ஈக்குவல் பார்ட்டா டிவைட் பண்ணா அந்த லைன் ని சிமெட்ரிக்கல் லைன் అని அந்த ஃபிகர் ని சிமெட்ரிக்கல் ஃபிகர் అని சொல்லுவாங்க. For example, here I was taken one circle and dividing through the line. When I was dividing with the help of this line, the first part is equal to second part. This line is dividing the circle into two equal parts. So this line is called as a symmetrical line. And this figure is called as a symmetrical figure. So symmetrical figure. Here first part and second part should have to be equal measurement. That line should have to divide the figure in a equal manner. Then only we call that figure as a symmetrical figure and the line is called as a symmetrical line. For each shape we are having different number of lines. For example, now I am going to take one square. I am taking this square. Now I am dividing this square by using different symmetrical lines. We can divide the square in number of ways. How many ways we can divide into equal parts? Now we are going to see. First, I can divide this. First one is I can divide this square in vertical. When I was dividing this square sheet by using vertical line, it was dividing the figure into two equal parts. Now I was taken one horizontal line. Now also this figure, this square is dividing into two equal parts, that is 1 and 2. Then we can also divide the square in diagonal manner also, because for square having the 4 equal sides and diagonals also equal, so we can divide in a diagonal manner also. that is when we are dividing in the diagonal manner, it was give the same figure, same equal parts of figure. So how many ways we can divide a square ma? 1, 2, 3. 4 ways we can fold a square sheet paper or square shape in equal manner. So we can call this one square has 4 lines of symmetry. How many lines of symmetry ma? 4 lines of symmetry. Second example ma, now I am taking rectangle. In rectangle, opposite sides are equal but diagonals are not equal. So we can divide this rectangle only in 2 ways. That is, in vertical order we can divide and in a horizontal order. So rectangle can divide only in 2 ways. So it has a 2 lines of symmetry. How many lines of ma? 2 lines of symmetry. Now we know. So we can call these lines as a symmetrical lines and the figures as a symmetrical figures. Clear ma? One more thing. Last time I was given the homework, that is mirror image. So many children was having problem in that. That is mirror image means what? So mirror image means whatever the figure we are given the figures with the help of line, and we are given the figures like this. So what we have to do, like that you are having the doubt na? When the teacher was given the figure like this and tell to draw a mirror image means you have to draw the image as is in opposite side. How we are seeing our image in mirror, we have to draw as is. நம்மளோட மூஞ்சி ஒரு கண்ணாடியில எப்படி பார்ப்பாங்க, சேமா பார்ப்பாங்கன்னா அப்படியே இந்த லைன் கண்ணாடி அண்ட் திங்க் பண்ணி நீங்க அப்படியே இமேஜ் நீ அந்த ரைட் சைடில் எந்த சைடு கொடுத்துட்டாங்களோ அதுக்கு ஆப்போசிட் சைடில் ட்ரா பண்ணணும். அதுதான் மிரர் இமேஜ். ஓகேம்மா? நெக்ஸ்ட் டாபிக் இஸ் லைன் செக்மெண்ட். Next our topic is line segment. Line segment means, see ma, I was taken one line in green color. This is a line that doesn't have any end points. In this line I was taken one part, small part of a line, that is AB. What I was taken a small part of a line, that is AB, which has 2 end points. One end is A, another end is B. So this line, this short line is called as a segment. Segment means part. So we are taken from the line, so we are called as a line segment. Next, what is line? Line means line doesn't have end points. End point kadiyadu. It will extend in both the direction. It was extend in both directions. Line was moves in both the direction. It doesn't have end point. It doesn't have end point. For line segment we are having 2 end points, but here we doesn't have any end points. Next one is ray. What is ray? Now line segment படிச்சிட்டாங்க, line படிச்சிட்டாங்க, இப்ப ray அண்ணா என்ன? Ray means a ray having one end point and doesn't have end point in another side. Means ray க்கு வந்தா ஒரு சைடு மட்டும் end point இருப்பாங்க, இன்னொரு சைடு end point கிடையாது. It will start from one point and continuously moving to another side. It starts from one point and moves continuously to another direction. Moves another direction. Our next topic is angle. Angle is a figure which is formed by intersecting two rays or two line segments. Angle என்னன்னா நம்ம ரெண்டு ரேஸ் இல்லைன்னா ரெண்டு லைன் செக்மெண்ட்ஸ் எடுக்கும் போது அந்த ரெண்டுமே ஒரு பாயிண்ட் கிட்ட மீட் பண்ணா ஃபார்ம் ஆகும் ஃபிகர். ஃபிகர் என்ன? ஷேப். அந்த ஃபிகர்னு என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க? ஆங்கிள் சொல்லுவாங்க. and we denoted with the less than symbol. To measure this one, we are using protractor. We have one measurement unit in our geometric box, that is in D shape, and we are having angles in this fully. Angles we are having in this protractors to measure the angles, that is we are having from 0 to 180 degrees, and we denoted a degree by using small dot on the top of the number. It is it is the symbol we denoted as a 90 degrees or 45 degrees, how much that angle is formed. Now first we are going to see how the angle was formed when two rays was meeting. Suppose let us take a ray AB. Now we are taking the ray AB, which is starting at A point and moving to B direction, and take another ray, that is CD, that is started from C point and moving into D direction. These two rays AB and CD ray was meet at another point, that is O. These two rays was meet at point O. Then the shape is formed here is called as a angle, and the rays which will be and the ray OD and OB is changed as a arm of angle, arms of angle. So here the point where the rays is meet is called as a vertex, is called as a vertex. The point where the rays is meet is called as a vertex, and the shape is formed inside that rays is called a angle, and the hands, the two rays is become as the arms of the angle. Now how we are naming this angle means angle DOB, or we are using angle symbol and DOB. Where the angle, where the two rays is meet, that point you should have to write in middle. Otherwise we can also write as a BOD. Either you can take B first, you can go in BOD direction or DOB direction. And another one is arms of the angle. How we are write the arms of angle? Arms of angle is written as OD comma OB. From the intersect point we have to take the arms of angle. This is angle ma. Next our topic is types of angle. Now the types of angle, we have so many types of angles ma. First one is acute angle. First one what? Acute angle. Acute angle means when the two rays is intersecting, when these two rays is intersecting, the angle when the two rays is intersecting, this is one ray and this is another ray. Take A, B, C. When we are taken this one, this AB and AC rays was intersecting at point A, and the angle should have to be less than 90 degrees. When the two rays is meeting at one point, the angle is less than 90 degrees, then it is called as a acute angle. The next one is right angle. Second one is right angle. Right angles mean when we are taken two rays, it should have to meet with the angle of 90 degrees, exactly 90 degrees. When we are measuring with the protractor, it has to show exactly 90 degrees, then it is called as a right angle. Now third one is obtuse angle. What is obtuse angle? When we are taken two rays, these two rays should have to meet at one point with the angle, with some angle, and that angle should have to be compulsory more than 90 degrees, means it should have to be 98, 100 degrees, 98 degrees, or 179 degrees, 150 degrees. These all are called as a obtuse angles. Means 90 degrees kanna jaasti irinda adunu obtuse angle ani, correct 90 degrees irinda right angle ani, 90 degrees kanna kammi irinda acute angle ani solluvanga. Next one more type is there, straight angle. Straight angle anna ரெண்டு ரேஸுமே டச் பண்ணணும். எங்க டச் பண்ணணும்? ஆப்போசிட் டைரக்ஷன்ல. சப்போஸ் ஓ ஏ பி, இந்த ஓஏ ரே வந்து ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைட் போனா ஓபி ரே வந்து லெஃப்ட் ஹேண்ட் சைட் போயிட்டு இந்த ரெண்டு ரேஸுமே எந்த பாயிண்ட் கிட்ட மீட் பண்ணணும்? ஓ அண்ட் ஒரு பாயிண்ட் கிட்ட மீட் பண்ணா அண்ட் அப்போ ஆங்கிள் should have to ஆங்கிள் வந்து 180க்கு ஈக்குவலா இருப்பாங்க. then the angle is equal to 180 degrees. it is called as a straight angle. இப்போ நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சுனாங்க angles எப்படி ஃபார்ம் ஆகுவாங்க and how many types of angles. Now the problems based on these angles, they may ask to draw the clock hands and find out the angle name. First I am going to give you example as draw the clock hands for 2 o'clock. So here I was taken the clock which is numbered from 1 to 12. Now draw the clock hands. Hour's hand should point to 2 o'clock and the minute's hand should point to straightly 2 o'clock. Now we have to find what is the angle is formed with these two clock hands. So what is the angle formed with these two clocks and name of the angle. For that we know complete circle having the 360 degrees. A complete circle having the degrees was 360 degrees. ஒரு சர்க்கிள் கம்ப்ளீட்டா முடிஞ்சிட்டாங்கன்னா அதனோட ஆங்கிள்ஸ் வந்து 360 degrees ஈக்குவல். இப்போ clock ரவுண்டா இருக்குன்னா so we are taken as a circle and we are taken total angle as 360 degrees. Now we have to divide the clock into 12 parts. How many parts? 12 parts. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 parts and divide these 360 degrees by 12. Then we are getting 30 degrees for one part as 30 degrees. Means 360 ni 12 வச்சு நம்ம டிவைட் பண்ணும்போது நமக்கு எவ்வளவு வரும்? 30 degrees வரும். அப்பனா நம்ம ஒரு நம்பருக்கு இன்னொரு நம்பருக்கு நடுவுல எவ்வளவு இருக்கு மாதிரி ஆங்கிள் 30 degrees. Here also 30 degrees. இங்கும் 30 degrees. இப்போ இது பேஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம இங்க வந்து எவ்வளவு ஆங்கிள் ஃபார்ம் ஆயிட்டாங்க இங்க பாருங்க. 12 to 1 you just draw one small line 12 to 1 கன்ஃபியூஸ் இல்லாம நான் இன்னொரு கலர்ல டிரா பண்ணுவாங்க. See here 12 to 1 is one part and 1 to 2 is two part, correct? Here 30 degrees plus 30 degrees மொத்தமா எவ்வளவு ஆச்சு? 12 to 1 o'clock plus 1 to 2 o'clock, correct? 12 to 1 is 30 degrees plus 1 to 2 is 30 degrees, totally 60 degrees. இது எவ்வளவு இருக்குமா? மொத்தமா சேர்த்து 60 degrees. How much it was? 60 degrees. 60 degrees is less than 90 degrees. So we can say this is a acute angle. Now if they are given correctly 2 o'clock 3 o'clock like that, if they are given we are taken the correct time. If they are given as a 2:30 or 3:30 or 4:30, 30 வந்து என்ன ஆகும்? ஹவர்ஸ் ஹேண்ட் வந்து நம்பருக்கு நடுவில் வரும். Now second example, find the clock name of the angle and angle in the clock. Suppose இப்போ second one வந்து 3:30 சொல்லிட்டாங்க. இப்போ நம்ம clock hands draw பண்ணணும்னா now draw the clock hands. 3:30 means hours hand should be pointing to in middle of the 3 and 4. 3 க்கு 4 க்கு நடுவுல point out பண்ணணும் and the minutes hand should directly pointing to 6. Clear? Now we have to find out what is the angle in this clock. So for that we have to divide this one into again parts. Eppadi divide pannalam? First part is 6 to 5. Correct? 6 to 5 is one part and 5 to 4 is one part. And இது வந்து 3 க்கு 4 க்கு நடுவுல இருக்கு. கரெக்டா? இது ஒரு half. இப்போ ஒரு பார்ட்டுக்கு வந்து 30 degrees. Correct? Here 4 to 5 30 degrees. Here 3 to 4 வந்து 3 ல இருந்து 4 க்கு 30. பட் நம்ம 3 నుండి எடுத்துட்டாங்க இல்ல. பாதி தான் எடுத்துட்டாங்க. பாதி என்ன 30 by 2. அது எவ்வளவு ஆகும்? 15 degrees. பாதி என்னன்னா இது 15 degrees. So total இது மொத்தமா சேர்த்து எவ்வளவு ஆயிடுச்சு? 30 plus 15. How much? 60 plus 15, 75 degrees. How much was this angle was? The clock 3:30 forms 75 degrees. How much angle it was formed? 75 degrees. 75 means less than 90 degrees acute angle. Like that we have to do the sums. Now one more thing, when you are taken any clock, correct? I was taken the clock and writing the numbers 12, 6. Draw any clock like that. You have to take the sum. This is our clock. Okay, ma. This is third example. This is we are taken one clock. For the time was 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock means how we are taken. 5 means hours hand should directly pointing to 5 and minutes hand should have to point to 12. Correct? Now we have to find out what is the angle between these two clock hands and what is. Again same procedure. Divide this one into 12 and write down how many parts is there. How many parts is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct? One part is equal to 30 degrees. So write down 30 degrees plus 30 degrees plus 30 degrees. Again third one 30 degrees plus 30 degrees. Totally now add this one 30 plus 30. 60, 60 plus 30. 90, 90 plus 30. 120, 120 plus 30. 150 degrees. 150 degrees is less than 90 or greater than 90? Yes, it is greater than 90 degrees. Greater than 90 degrees means we know the angle name as a obtuse angle. What is this one, ma? Obtuse angle. And one more example. Now again take another clock and write down the numbers 12, 6, 3, 9, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11. Now you have to draw the clock hands for 9 o'clock. For which time? 9 o'clock you have to draw the clock hands. Now we are going to draw the clock hands. Take a center point and draw. Hours hand should have to small all the time and minutes hand should have to long. Now we have to find out the angle in between these two hands. Now count it, ma. How many parts we have? 1, 2, 3 parts. So one part is equal to 30 degrees. 30 degrees plus 30 degrees plus 30 degrees. Now totally how much? 30 plus 30, 60. 60 plus 30, 90 degrees. 90 degrees is equal to 90 degrees. நமக்கு கரெக்டா 90 degrees வந்தா அது என்ன angle? A right angle. Like that we have to find out the angle in the clock hands and name of the angle. You have to add the parts how many. If they are asking in middle 230, 330, you divide the 30 by 2. புரியுதாங்கம்மா? if they are given correct time, you have to take 30 30 30 and then add it, see the angle how much, whether it is less than 90 or greater than 90 or equal to 90, then you write the name of the angle as a right angle or obtuse angle or acute angle. Clear ma? Thank you ma.